Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching today. Wanted to have a little sit down chit chat and talk about what I'm doing. Now it's changing. All right, so February I started a no buy. My goal was to go from the 1st of February to the 31st of May without purchasing anything. I gave myself a little bit of wiggle room. If I ran out of a skincare item and it was the only one of that type that I had, like if I ran out of sunscreen, of course go buy yourself some more sunscreen. If you ran out of deodorant or what have you, you'd be like, don't live without, just don't go and buy 12 lipsticks. That was my goal. All right. I found that I had some guilt because I wasn't, last year I tried it in 2018, a no buy from the 1st of January to May 31st, and I only broke it once. And that was because Juvia's Place was having a sale and I really wanted to try some of their eyeshadows. They were 40% off and I spent like $43 and I was like, totally worth it. But here's the thing. I have not spent not even $300, but I have spent money during my no buy. And because I'm one of those people that if I decide that's what we're doing, we're not doing this or we're doing this, and I jump in with both feet. And so I was jumping into the idea of a no buy. And then when something came along that truly excited me, like this Glowgasm palette from Charlotte Tilbury, which I totally love. Love, love, love so much that you can hardly see the word love that was embossed in this pan. It's almost gone. And you can't see the CT on the Charlotte Tilbury, like this pan here. That's gone. I've used it so much. The imprints give me another 2 weeks and you won't even know that they were ever embossed with anything. I have a deep and abiding love for that palette and it works beautifully for me. But I told myself, I don't want to feel guilt for buying things that are perfect for my makeup collection that I'm going to love and really get good use out of. Some of the other things that I bought this. This was during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. I bought the Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. I love this palette. I've used it quite a lot. And my goal for 2019, one of them was to try Dose of Colors as a brand. And I thought, it's on sale. It was one of my goals for this year. Otherwise, it's $55 and get it for $27.50. Why not get it at half off? So I said, okay, break your no buy. And then a couple weeks later, there's a little teeny tiny place in my heart that will always be for ColourPop. And ColourPop came out with their Sweet Talk palette. It's part of their spring collection. And I'm normally not a warm eyeshadow I wear warm eyeshadows, but these really bright orangey corally colors, and I fell head over heels, and I have used this a lot. And I think what really intrigued me the most was this right here is a Super Shock shade, and it doesn't need to be in a pot. And it's reflective, and it's pretty, and it's so gorgeous. And I'm like, ColourPop, make all your Super Shocks like that so they don't die, so I can have like 50 of them and use whatever shade I want whenever I want. But this pulled me in, and at the same time I picked up the lipstick. And I also picked up this. This is their Salvaje pocket. This is the Becky G palette, not pocket. The Becky G collab. And I think less it was the colors are pretty in here. I don't want you to think that I don't like the colors, but I think I bought it because although I don't follow Becky G, I'm sure she's truly fabulous. It's the fact that it's called Salvaje and the names on here all remind me of the fact that one side of my family is Mexican. So there's like Estrella, Celosa, Cafecito, Patrona, Sirena, Caramelo, Luna. I mean, like all of the names, almost every single one of the names in this palette, they're Spanish words. And I immediately felt a kinship to this. So I bought this for emotional purposes. Now it's pretty and there are some gorgeous colors in here, like this one called Corona. Oh, crown, or Estrella, which is star, or Celosa, which is jealous. I mean, they're just beautiful. And I have used it, but I haven't used it as much as the other one from ColourPop. And I got to the point that when my ColourPop order came, I felt guilty. And then the Sephora VIB sale came up and I was like, oh, I need some stuff. And I didn't need is a strong word. And I wanted some things, but I told myself, you know what? Let's not make ourselves feel guilty for what we're buying, but let's not go cuckoo. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I wanted. I wanted the new Too Faced, was it Natural Lust palette? That looked interesting to me. I'd seen some reviews. People's like, oh yeah, it's really great. And I never got the Natural Love palette, so I was like, maybe I'll get this one instead. I also wanted the Game of Thrones eyeshadow palette, and I haven't picked that up. I told myself, you know what? My husband, I would not have made an order at all during the VIB sale, but my husband said, look, I'm out of my Murad cleanser. Would you get me some more, like 4 or 5 days before the sale? And I was like, yes, I'll get you some more cleanser. And then I decided, you know what? This looked great to me. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist. I love this. I've also been ridiculously happy with this purchase. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer at the shade Lace. And I have been using it and just concealer under the eyes, corners of my nose, mouth, hyperpigmentation spots. And then I just plop it on with this. And I know I've been in love with a lot of other concealers, but there's something magical about this. And I tried to get a shade that was close to my own skin tone. So it won't be good for highlighting, because if I wear it with a foundation, it's not going to be light enough to do some, like highlighting on my face. But I've been wearing just concealer and powder, and this has been working great. I also picked up a Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Eyeliner. This worked really well. So I have really been liking this. I deal with really watery eyes. My left eye is constantly watering, and I have not been able to wear certain types of mascara that I used to love that worked really well for me, because my eye is dripping, and that mascara starts to run. Or other eyeliners. I've only used eyeliner now in the tight line, and I don't know whether I have a plugged tear duct or whether it's just my eyes are getting older and they're like, we're gonna do things differently now, but this works really well, and it stays in my tight line, and it's super creamy, and it's super easy, and it even has like a little smudger on one end, but then there's like a little sharpener in here too, so you can sharpen this roll-up pencil. And there aren't many pencils that do that. Maybe more and more of them are doing it, but I could never successfully sharpen my Marc Jacobs highliner, even though they had a sharpener. This one works. I like it. Very excited about this. And then I got, because it was 20% off, and it was the Lash Stash to go, had 5 mini mascaras, and one of them I knew I wanted a full size of, and it's the Hourglass Caution Extreme, and I've been wanting also to try the Milk mascara. And I like this Kush mascara. I like the way it makes my lashes look, but my watery eye makes a disaster of it. I cannot wear this. I want to love it, but it doesn't work well for me. I end up with like a little dark raccoony puddle over here. So the Hourglass one is not susceptible to my leaky eye. Neither is the one I'm wearing today, which is the one from Lancome and the Mr. Big. So I like mascaras that give me volume as well as length, but that have to be able to survive my eye fiasco that always happens. And I'm so sad it's not this one, because I would have liked to have gotten the full size of the Kush. But I like that you get to, it was $28, you get 5 samples, and then you get a voucher for a full size. So I think the Caution Extreme is $29. I paid $28 for that, minus the 20%. I mean, really? So I decided, instead of, when the Sephora sale came up, instead of loading my cart up with everything that I wanted, I knew I already had a lot of other stuff, and I've been trying to carefully curate my collection. What things do I realistically use? What things do I have that I want to try using again? And I have so much. I didn't need another eyeshadow palette. I didn't need another lipstick. I wanted another eyeshadow palette. I wanted another lipstick, but I was very careful in selecting things that I knew either, one, I was going to use all the way to the end, like the mascaras, and probably this concealer, and definitely this facial mist, and my husband needed the Murad face cleanser. So I told myself, I don't want to have that guilt over breaking my no-buy. So I said, let's change it from a no-buy to a low-buy. I think another reason it's been different this year from last year is that from January until May of last year, I really wasn't doing much YouTube. I started up my YouTube channel, I think maybe in April again. I'd had a lot of serious health problems. 2017, I had 3 brain surgeries. 2018 was kind of my year of healing and not spending 6-10 hours a day in bed, and YouTube is a great way to kind of get me out of bed and give me something to do because I can't work yet. I'm looking for a job, but I still have some health issues. I'm dealing with long-term headaches, and anyway, so YouTube was a great way to get me motivated to do something other than just laying in bed. And that has really changed a lot of things for me, but if I'm going to do regular YouTube videos, sometimes you're going to need something new. Let me tell you, I recently got just today, my box is on the floor, my Ulta box. I got an order from Ulta, and I thought instead of buying actual makeup, let's buy things that we need. And I only paid for 2 things. Well, I'll tell you what it is. One of them is from Shea Moisture. This is their Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate Repair Protein Power Treatment. I have naturally curly hair. As you can see, my little curls are kind of everywhere. And I'm trying to get away from using certain types of products in my hair. I want to use silicone and sulfate-free products. I want to try the Curly Girl method. If you're interested, Google it. If you have curly hair, if you use it, does it work? But I need to start using less. I'm trying to finish up what I have that has silicones and other things, but I'm also trying to find ways to repair my hair. And there are really good reviews on this. The other thing I got was this. This is from IT Cosmetics. It's their Beautiful Basics Airbrush 101. I have a couple of brushes from IT Cosmetics. I have this one here. This is from the Ulta, or the IT for Ulta. I love this brush. It's huge. I use it for powder. It's like the fastest powder your face brush ever. I'm gonna open this. It's loud. So this is what it looks like. It's got a little grosgrain ribbon on the front. It's a zippered pouch. And you have 5 face brushes in here. I love these brushes, how soft they are. They're great. I could see myself using this, you know, to powder under the eye or to do blush with. Even like powdering in the corners of my nose. I love these brushes, and I've been wanting to get a few more of them. But I got an email from Ulta the other day saying that this 50-something kit was half off, but only for Platinum members, of which I am. So I got all of these brushes for $20-something. I think it was like $28. I don't remember. I'll put it down below. But it was a one-day only thing, and I've been for years and years and years and years like putting Ulta brushes in my shopping cart and taking them out. Or if I'm in store, putting it in my shopping bag, and I'm like, oh no, okay, I really don't need this. So I put it back before I get up to the counter. And I'm excited to try them because I definitely want to use like these really soft but still fluffy brushes. I don't have any eye brushes from Ulta. Do you have any favorite Ulta or IT Cosmetics for Ulta brushes? Would you let me know what they are? I like how they feel, how super soft they are. I like that they're vegan, and I think they're really pretty. And I think it'd be nice to have a little travel thing like this to be able to plop whatever brushes I'm taking with me. But I like that it was on sale. So I got this and I got this. Here's what's interesting. They also, as a platinum perk, they had a code for if you spend $25 or more, you can get a free Clinique foundation. Now, I hope the shade works. This is the Even Better Broad Spectrum SPF. It says it evens and corrects. It's for dry combination to combination oily, which is me. And I have the shade 0.75 custard. I think that'll work. But I've never tried this foundation. Boy, it's been a long time since I pulled out any of my, I do have a couple of Clinique foundations, and for years I couldn't wear anything from Clinique because when I first started wearing makeup, they were too pink based or they were too orange. I don't know. Maybe you weren't alive in the 80s, but if you were, do you remember those really defined lines where the foundation shades weren't close to natural skin tones? And so people would put it on and this would look great until you saw the line right here, the line of demarcation. And I felt like the undertones were either too pink or too orange for Clinique, and they didn't have a shade that was fair enough for me. So for years, I did what I do now, is just concealer only. But I thought, I'm already spending over $20 or $25. I'm going to use the code for a free foundation. So I didn't purchase this. It was one of my perks. So I spent less than $30, got 5 face brushes and a hair mask and a free foundation. I love it when things like that happen. That to me is like I need a mask for my hair anyway, and I've been wanting these brushes on sale, and then I used some of my Ulta points, and I got it down to like 22 bucks. Plus with the Ebates and the percentage back, I was just like winning the whole day. So I guess just want to let you know I'm transitioning from a no buy to a low buy, and my low buy is going to be hopefully for the whole year. And I'm going to try and be more careful about when I purchase products, not like buying the whole candy store. Just getting things that work for my skin, whether it's makeup or skincare, and really purchasing things that are very carefully thought out and how well do they fit into the rest of what I have. Because I've been really excited about my project Pan, where I've been finishing things up, and before I've been fearful of finishing it up because then I feel like I'd have to run out and buy it, and I realized that I don't. I have so much. Yay, I finished something up. I actually used it all. That's a great feeling, and I didn't know what that felt like because I hadn't used anything up in years. So now I have some inspiration from that. I'm excited about maybe if I love something, I don't care whether I use it all the time. Use it up, finish it, buy another one, don't buy another one. But I feel like my habits are changing. And along with the no buy, shifting to a low buy, I want to be like more realistic about my spending. I also want to be more realistic about what really fits within my collection now that I'm in my mid-40s. I can't wear a lot of things that 20-somethings can wear, and that's fine. When I was 20-something, I did whatever I wanted. And now I got to cater to my skin a little bit more and kind of find ways and new skills and techniques that are going to work for where I'm at in my life stage right now and still be me. And so I'm not going to be able to wear every powder, every concealer, every eyeshadow, and that's fine because I wouldn't have anyway, even in my 20s. But I want to be more realistic about what comes into my collection. And if things don't work, passing it on to a friend or being able to return it and exchange it for something else. I don't want things to live here that I don't love. So that's kind of what's going on. So thank you for watching today. Subscribe if you haven't, and let me know, are you on a no buy or are you on a low buy? And what are the reasons behind that? And how do you think that it helps or hinders what it is you're trying to do with makeup or skincare? Or maybe that's not where you spend your money. Maybe you spend your money on furniture or clothing or accessories or wherever experiences. I would love to know. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you again soon.